through immigration. Yes,
where by marriage?
Edo State. I'm also Nigerian. I'm from Edo State. My husband is also from Edo State. I have pretty good titles, but I don't want to use that here because it tends to segregate and separate people to different departments. So, but I just want to talk about the lady. So we all are ladies, and I know that every lady has several hats that they put on. You know, one time we could be a daughter to our father and mother. We could be sisters. We could be nieces. We could be aunties, mothers, teachers to our children, mentors, coaches, counselors to younger ones, breadwinners, grandma. Somebody introduced. Yeah. So that's what we all want to be, and that's what we are. So because of this, it tends to look overwhelming. That is just too much for one person. And physically, when you look at the woman, they look so fragile, not strong when you compare to the man. But even though we look that way, we seem to be the weaker vessel, but actually we are very strong. For one person to be able to do all of this, to be the breadwinner sometimes, the niece, the daughter, everybody just, looking for your attention. And most times we are the last to sleep and the first to be awake again, to continue the whole cycle of work. And sometimes we don't even eat until every other person in the home has had something to eat. So that's why I said we are wonderfully and beautifully made by God, and we have, God has a plan for each and every woman. So actually I was told to talk about what it takes to be a pharmacist in Canada and creating generational wealth. She said I should do that in 5 minutes, but that is a very tall order to do in 5 minutes. So I don't think I'll be able to talk much about that. But anyway, I'll just say something. So first and foremost, before anyone is a pharmacist in Canada, you have to have gone to the School of Pharmacy to have the pharmacy degree. So once you have that pharmacy degree and somehow we immigrate to Canada, we have to take the board exams. So irrespective of the country you are from, whether you are from UK, US, wherever you are from, we all have to take that particular exam. Why? It's because in Canada, they want the basic entry level to be the same. So even the students that graduate from Canada, they take that same exam at the same time. Wow. So they have it 2 times in a year. So when you see any pharmacist practicing, no matter the race or no matter the country they came from, it's the same thing. We have all taken that exam. And you have to pass that exam before you can ever practice. And that exam, for us immigrants, they give us 3 trials. So after the first one, you don't make it. The second one, you don't make it. The third one, you don't make it. They close the chapter. Oh. Yeah, so you don't have no. Then the 4th trial, to a very few, they say, okay, they just give them the last chance, But some people feel, oh, after I failed first, second, third, why should I even try again, And they just forget about everything. Because I see some people some ladies from other countries, they said, oh, like, sometimes the Filipinos, they come, they say, oh, I was a pharmacist in my country, but I couldn't pass the exam. I said, oh, wow, and you just stopped, you didn't go further, to try. We have to be determined. Because as for me too, I didn't pass it the first sitting, but you don't give up. You just keep going at it and see, God will just open a way. The first time for us, most of us, is to go and see how does it look like, because the way, what we study in Nigeria is not exactly what is being done here. And the way you practice pharmacy is not exactly the same way. So we fail, because you have to have like 16 stations. They have to examine you on different scenarios that happens in the pharmacy. And because we are new, we don't even know, we didn't go to school yet, we don't know what we're supposed to do. We fail it. So that first one is to just go see, okay, what am I supposed to do? Then the second one, you have a little bit of experience, and then God helping you, you sail through that one. Okay. After passing the exam, then you have to do 1,000 hours as internship. Wow. So you have to work under a registered pharmacist Most times they don't pay for that, but it's just for your own experience. Then after having the 1,000 hours, because they want to make sure that you are understudying somebody, and yeah, and then you are doing what is right. Okay, so I'm being given signal. So I just want to give one or two examples of what challenges that we face in the pharmacy. Because when you come to the pharmacy, like being an immigrant, it's not that easy. For example, a colleague of mine was working, and then somebody called in and said, okay, she was actually asking a question. And this colleague of mine was speaking English and was answering on the phone. But the lady said, no, please, can you get me somebody who can speak English? Oh my God. So it was just like, he said, okay, I know how to deal with this person. I know how to deal with this person. So he quickly just went over and looked for a Chinese. You know, the Chinese people. So anyway, that Chinese was like, hello, and the guy was standing by. So quickly he went over, feeling that the person was already upset. So he said, hello, are you okay with your question? He said, listen, I told you I wanted somebody who can speak English. So what, you are making the situation worse. Who did you send to me? You know, so the guy was laughing and said, just be patient, listen attentively. We are all speaking English. It's just because you are not patient. So those are some of the challenges. And some other times, they don't believe that we can attain the status that we have. Like, for example, a policeman came to my pharmacy once and said, okay, I want to talk to the manager. I said, I'm the manager. He said, okay, no, okay. Actually, I want to talk to the owner of the pharmacy because he needed the security camera. Something happened outside. They wanted to see outside from the cameras. So I said, I'm still the same person. If you want to talk to the manager or you want to talk to the owner, it's me. He said, no, you don't understand what I'm saying. I need the owner of the... So I told him, no, I'm the owner. I understand you're speaking English. Are you not understanding me as well? Until I had to take him to where the camera was, gave him the passcode, and he believed. He said, oh, you are the owner of this place? I said, well, to the glory of God. So those are some of the challenges that we have. But just before I round up, I just want to say that we should have determination in whatever we do. We should not give up easily. And then we should have that inner strength, as our sister was saying, to muster, to just continue to carry forward in all that we do. And above all, it's good for us to leave a legacy. Because, like, I believe most of us are Christians, or you have other religious beliefs, you should, and we are stewards, as being good stewards, we should be able to go back to our Maker to say, this is what we have done, and God will say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. So we should also leave legacy for our children. We should not allow our children to undergo all of these type of things that we are going through. So when we set everything, the foundation in place, things will begin to go right. And lastly, I want to say that it's the golden rule. Everybody knows it already, that we should endeavor to do unto others what we want others to do unto us. And I pray that God will bless every one of us.
Thank you, man. Thank you.